That Diddy documentary was crazy. Not surprised, but crazy. God had a special hand on me and my boys, man. But we also never gave that energy like you could play with us. I'm sorry. Respectfully. Being a casting agent, being in the industry, y'all be surprised what these girls and what these wannabe rappers, singers do to get an opportunity. But I say this, all them dudes need to be in jail. Everybody on that documentary need to do some time. Y'all want to snitch now because Diddy in jail. Nah, y'all let a lot of stuff rock. Y'all got too many stories that y'all know. Y'all seen too much stuff happen. Jail time. Diddy should not be the only one in jail. That's how I feel. Say how you want. And I'm not talking about the victims. That's not what I'm talking about. All right, for those I gotta explain to, the slow ones I gotta explain to. I'm not talking about the victims. I'm talking about the ones that, mainly that partner. You know so much information all of a sudden. You got so much information. You seen so much stuff happen. You over here acting like you ain't helping nobody. You just trying to help yourself. You done. Basically snitching on yourself. I think a lot of them dudes need jail time, man. I think a lot of them security guards, I think they all need jail time. Because a lot of people do things for money. A lot of people don't have integrity in this industry. They will do anything for that clout and for that money. I've seen it so many times. I've seen so many women do anything to be around a celebrity. Could be like, I don't care. As soon as we get in front of them and it's time to film, they lose their mind. Their integrity, their character, their soul leaves Earth. I've seen it millions of times. So it's so hard for me to be sympathetic for certain people because I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy's a monster. A lot of these people are monsters. But like even that artist, like Little Rod, man, you know what you was doing. You a grown man with kids. You know and you wore the pink sweater, ain't make it no better. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, you knew what you wanted out of it. You knew what was going on the time you woke up sore. That right there, you should have shut it down. So it's like you still was in the studio sessions, you was just hoping for money and opportunity. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens. You gotta have integrity, you gotta have a strong backbone, and you gotta really believe in yourself that you don't need people sometimes. I hope this was a lesson to a lot of artists, a lot of models, and a lot of people. Like, you can do it on your own, man. Use this right here. Do it on your own, man. Nasty.
How does Diddy's story change if he's allowed to be an openly queer black man? Because at the root of all this, I feel a big piece of it is self-hatred, as well as not being able to live your authentic truth, and the resentment and then internalized depression that you try and put onto others because of it. I see a lot of similarities between Diddy and J. Edgar Hoover, and here's how. For those who may not know, J. Edgar Hoover is considered the most polarizing, he definitely is the most popular FBI director that the FBI ever had. He is also responsible, in my opinion, for bringing down every great black civil rights mission in this country. If anyone is familiar with COINTELPRO, right? The huge initiative that the FBI did, illegal mind you, tracking all these black change agents, inciting division from within, leading up to a lot of their demise, like that was his baby. But even with the iron fist that J. Edgar Hoover ruled the FBI with, he was a closeted gay man. And there are historical records, or I should say whispers, that he also had black lineage. When I tell you that shifted everything I ever thought about him, because I always, whenever I would do like historical research or looking through like the Freedom Act files to show like just how perverse it was that the FBI was tracking these black change agents, it always in my soul was like, where is this obsession coming from? But I had to sit back and think about it. If I am a passing white man and I see a bunch of black people rallying to dismantle the very system that I just sacrificed my soul to be a part of, I'm livid in a way that no one could ever understand, because I'm looking at people that exuded a bravery that I never had. What do you mean Black Panther Party and MLK and Malcolm X, you all are demanding equal rights in a system that props up whiteness? I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think that that was a thing. I thought we just had to live within it. What do you mean, James Ball, when you got the nerve to be openly gay and a black man? At the crux of this, what I think comes down to it is when you see people living an authentic truth that you never were brave enough to live yourself, and then you add a power dynamic to it, you will see a lashing out and a rage and a hatred like never before. And I see the same thing when I look at Diddy. Hip hop culture is homophobic as hell. There was never going to be space for Diddy in the 90s to be openly who he was and to have the career that he had. Because even though he is going down in flames, he definitely is considered one of the architects of hip hop, especially 90s hip hop.
Yo, what's up? It's Monster man. This video is interesting, man. That documentary, that only taught me how evil and fruity Diddy really can be. So understand that Little Rod was around Diddy for so long, making the Love album, and Diddy still not pay him. So understand that you're gonna come out with all of these allegations and said that Diddy sexually assault you over and over. You wake up sore and you did not do shit. And you're a grown ass man. You're responsible for your manhood. So I don't feel sorry for you because you got on a pink polo shirt on that documentary and me acting like you're not a swinger and a bisexual. So I don't really care what Little Rod really wanted to say. He's not a victim. He wanted to be there. He wanted the spotlight. And you believe everything what Diddy told you. So I understand the only situation that I really have to look into was the Tupac and Biggie Smalls getting killed, and Diddy not even got a scratch. And I understand that a lot of people are saying that that was just a setup. They bring Biggie out there to set him up to get him killed so that Diddy can get all of his publishing and all of his money because he was planning to leave Bad Boy, and Diddy was pissed about that shit. So a lot of shit that was going on is because of jealousy. Diddy always wanted the spotlight from Tupac and Biggie's, and Tupac and Biggie was the two biggest artists out. And now Diddy and Jay-Z is the two biggest producing artists ever in life. Diddy is not really an artist, he's a rap mogul, he's a producer, he got ear for music. So that's why Diddy is so influential. He know what he's doing. He been doing this so long, he got so used to it and got so comfortable. That's why Diddy started to do bullshit. And he like to put his hands on people, hands on females. He put his hands on J. Cole, he put his hands on Drake. So Diddy just believe that he can just do anybody anything and just get away. So understand that we had to hold this ninja accountable for all of the bullshit that he been doing, man. So a lot of people are saying that we are kicking Diddy when he's down. He's gonna get out of jail and he's gonna keep a big party. All of the celebrities is gonna be there. I understand that a lot of people ain't gonna do business with Puff Daddy no more because this ain't a shit. It's just crazy, man. It's gonna forever stick. No one is gonna ever want to be around Diddy and even want to run a risk like with this ninja. I'm not drinking out of no cup that ninja give me because he might jug me and take that shit because Diddy is a real bad boy and he be doing all type of freaky shit. What he did to Little Rod wanted that shit, man. So no one can tell me that Little Rod is a victim. I don't believe. And same for Kirk Barrows. How the hell do you make that happen to you? Have some integrity, man. You're a man. Why would you let Diddy did that shit to you? He did not put a gun to your head and you did all of this gay shit just because you don't want to lose your job. Man, he had to fire me because I'm not doing that shit. That shit that Diddy have you be doing, man, you was indulging in some freaky activities, man. You wanted to do it. You're just pissed because Diddy take back his 25% and he take your booty hole and you don't have nothing. Now you're broke, so you're bitter. But it is what it is, man. It's the most of mine. Publicity.
Puff was crazy. Puff was crazy, abusive, controlling. But most of all, he had no talent. No talent whatsoever. That man couldn't hold a rhyme. Could Diddy rap? Present. Where he could rap and present. What you mean? He had a beef with everybody who had a talent and some notoriety. Okay, Tupac, even Biggie, Dr. Seuss, Mr. Rogers in his little neighborhood. Cause did he have talent? I'm confused. Does he have a child named Talent? I just know that he's had, he has a couple kids, but I never heard of one named Talent. No, he couldn't rap for shit. Still can't rap for shit, but nobody got the heart to tell him. You clap on a 2-4, too. Simple. Easy, right? Easy. 5'6". Nigga got a 5'6". It's not even a 4 time signature. He don't. Once he's gone, he's gonna still need the ghostwriters as one. He's gonna try as a ghost, but they gonna be writing for him then too. One time, it took 17 months, okay, to rap 2 bars. 2 bars. I said, how did you even get into the studio? I told him rap, do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. That makes sense, right? He said, do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. What is the do you flow with that? Could Diddy hold a note? I don't remember anybody having a baby named a note that he could hold, but I'm sure he could have. Did they want him to? I would want him to hold my kids. I'm never really sure if Puff wanted to kill, was jealous with, or kiss them. You never could really tell. Definitely both. Yeah, it was definitely both.